Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Camo, what's going on, bud? Oh, you're working. You listening? It'd be cool if you were listening. I this whole thing, man, this whole thing in this world will have you really thinking, man, about so many things. I uh, I mean, it's real confusing. Like where to even start or what our job really is. Or what specifically are we supposed to do. It's hard to not um, jump in there and try to fix things, try to do stuff, try to put things back together, right? Because like naturally as people, right, we want to we see a problem and we want to fix it, you know we want to put our own two hands on it. And um and and that's and that's it, Michigander. That's it, man. Is I like, you got to let God guide your steps. You got to like not try to do anything, not try to fix it, not try to create a new believer, not try to act like like that, like I'm not the reason things go good or bad. I just got to let God guide my steps, and whatever happens, I pray for the peace. Um and sometimes you got to stand in the trenches, man, and it could be crazy, and I know it's crazy out there, guys. I know it is. All right, let me say hi to people since everyone's filing in. I'm really, really proud of you guys, like for just hanging with it, I mean, just hanging with each other really is the key, right? What's up, Camo? What's up, Yazwill Soaring? Good morning. I don't know your real name yet, Yazwill Soaring, so I feel kind of bad not calling you by your name. Hey, Luke. What's up, Daniel, Michigander? um, what's going on, Clutch? How you doing? That's another Dan right there. And AJM, of course, Andy. Luther. Oh, wow, that's a cool name. That's a cool name, man. Like, I was looking up my name, right, the other day, right? Like, because, like, our names mean something, right? Just like all the patriarchs, like, all their names mean something in the Bible, And, and even the matriarchs, too. Like, Eve, she means life, right? And Adam is man, right? So it's it's really cool to look up our names and see what they mean. I had an idea of having a show like that where people looked up their names and just posted it in here and had like discussions about it. But I know that that's tough, and it's a lot of keyboard work. A lot of people, don't want to be committed to that type of interaction, and I get it. I'm just trying to fix things, right? Like there's a lot of like, I guess my I don't really have issues, right? I'm happy, right? I'm like extremely happy doing doing what I need to do, right? And I feel comfortable, right? I feel at peace. I know that God is there with me, right? And I know um that I'll be fine, right? But like the thing is, right, is like these relationships I have with people, like when I'm talking to people on these personal relationships, right? It's sometimes I'm faced with having to tell them the truth about themselves that they don't see, or sometimes I'm like, maybe trying to offer assistance to help fix something. So it's kind of a tough spot to be in anyway, because whenever there's a problem, I'm the one that's there to blame. You know what I mean? And so it's like I'm cool with that, right? But it's hard because when you care about people, right? you don't want them to be mad at you. You know, you're like, man, I don't want you to be mad at me. If you can let me explain, the problem isn't between us. It's some other problem, but we discuss it or something. And so it's tough, right? It's tough to yeah, I mean, of course, smile, have a great day. I mean, it's great when you know what's going to happen to you, right? Like, what's going to happen in the afterlife, what's going to take place in the future. Like, it can't get any worse, right? It's not going to get any worse than this, right? I mean, the bowl judgments, but I mean, at that point, you'll know God's coming because, that'll almost be a relief, I mean, I hate to say it, but like, it wouldn't bother me if I was hit with one of those things right about now. And I know that that's a bold statement, right? But absent from the body is present with the Lord, right? And that's what this is all about, right? To be in this position, right? To know all the truth and to be in this position is like freaking rare, man, right? It's not like there's like 20 people on your block that all know the truth, right? Like it's funny that it's like not that many of us. You know what I mean? It like there's never two of us in a family. Like there's never, I mean, maybe once in a while, right? But I haven't run into too many people where like their whole family is flat earthers and truthers and all this, right? It's a rare thing to possess at this point, right? And so there's something special about us, obviously, right? I mean, I hate even complimenting myself, right? But I do consider that, not something we earned or a skill that we have, but a gift. It's a gift to know everything, right? And I think it's great, right? Well, we don't know everything, but the stuff we do know is just amazing, right? I mean, it's shocking, right? If the average person knew what we knew, they would freak out. But to get to that point of knowing, it took a lot of different aha moments from a lot of videos. You know what I mean? Like, oh wow, I think okay, I get it now. Like this is actually really happening. And so it's hey Hannah, how you doing? Hey Chris, hey Ann, I'm glad you're here. As you guys come in, Clutch again. And yeah, any name, I guess, like Luther, if it's Arabic, man, that's like as old as Paleo Hebrew, isn't it? Like it's an old language. You could flip a coin. I think maybe Hebrew came first. Of course, everyone's going to say Sanskrit, but I mean, they're talking about 20,000 years ago, which I don't think even exists. Luke 12:53. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother. Well, and that's what's crazy, right? Is because like there's a number of you guys, right, that I just have love for. I mean, you guys are like part of me, right? Like that's how I feel about you. And I was not arguing, but like having a little back and forth with not Shepherd's Voice, Ray of Sunshine, right? And we have pretty cool debates. We disagree on some things, right? But it's like we don't live our lives any different, right? We both have faith in Jesus, right? We both believe in the sacrifice of Jesus Christ and that the Bible is true. And we don't live our lives any different from each other, right? Except there's these arguments with words, like this word is left out of this thing. And now it's like you have to be on one side or the other, And I'm of the camp of just being skeptical. I'm skeptical of everybody, right? Like if anybody except Jesus, right, or God, you know what I mean, comes up to me and is telling me a story, I'm going to be skeptical of that. Nobody has the truth except Jesus to me. That's the way I look at it, right? There's people I trust, of course, right, to different degrees, right? But there's there's not that knowing of like, okay, I trust this 100%. And I'm not going to say that about any teacher out there, right? And you know, she likes a few teachers, right? And she likes a few Christian rock bands and all that, and that's great, right? It's not all or nothing, black or white thinking, right? It's some of those things are good, some of those teachers are good. I learn from them. I watch pastors all the time that I, even ones I disagree with, and I learn stuff from them, you know. But like what I can't say, right, especially when I'm like, you know, at sometimes speaking like on God's, like saying, okay, what I think God would want, right? I'm not going to say something that I don't know for sure, right? I'm not going to say, oh yeah, this guy right here's got all the truth. Go watch he's a great teacher, you know. Like I might say, okay, that's a, you know, it's a teacher you could go to, right? That's a good teacher, but there's going to be things you agree and disagree with. You gotta watch with scrutiny, with some kind of scrutiny, right? I think that's what's lacking in you know, in the community more than trust, right? Like me getting you to trust somebody is not going to be as beneficial as me saying, hey, look, there's this teacher that I go to, but really scrutinize the information, test it, and if there's any loopholes or if there's anything wrong with them, let me know, you know. You see any symbolism, or if there's some kind of heresy or something that you feel is intentional, or you know, some neglect on some of the subjects. And that only, I mean, you're only able to do that if you read the Bible. I mean, if you read the Bible for yourself and have your own thoughts and opinions, right? Like, you know, I read the Bible, I have my own thoughts and opinions on it that sometimes are different than any teacher. And I'm like, okay, I wonder if I'm right, because it's way different than everybody, right? And yeah, exactly, you know. But I'll say this, right? I feel like we are very, very close. I feel like we are very close to whatever, you know, whether it's a rapture or whether it's the start of something that's, God is going to show himself in a very real way very soon. And I personally think it's a rapture. Now, it could be anything, right? Like, I mean, who knows? We could all drop dead or something. Who knows, right? But hey, what's going on, Teresa? I'm glad that you made it. Yeah, I was thinking about you the other day. And yeah, Luke, discernment is important because sometimes hearing a teacher can help you understand the Bible, and they could bring up a verse in a certain angle that you didn't consider. Also, they can misinform you. Yeah, absolutely. Well, and another thing, Luke, right? And I know that you guys won't disagree, right? Is that if somebody has a certain amount of fame, right? That, I mean, whether they're good or bad, that already puts things into question, right? If there's a certain amount of fame, and you know, like, if someone's got like 12 million subscribers or something like that, I'm going to take whatever that person says with a grain of salt, no matter how good of a teacher they are. And I know that that sucks, right? It might be unfair, but it's one of the filters I use, you know? I mean, the amount of subscribers, whether they're flat earth or not, is another one, right? Because if there's a pastor that knows the earth is flat that doesn't talk about it because they're afraid of losing subscribers, I mean, then how could I trust anything that that person says, you know? I mean, you know, basically, right? And now see, what's different, right? I understand what people are discussing, you know, the earth was flat. I mean, if you think about it, right? And YouTube came out, and you know, it was in there, you know, to for your family to see, right? YouTube didn't get good until everything on it. Like you could basically whatever you can think of, it was on there, right? And being able to scrutinize all this information for ourselves and come together, right? Because you know, back in the day, we were just one weirdo on, you know, on the block, you know. But now that we can come together and scrutinize all this stuff, one person is good at scrutinizing video. One person is good at you know, looking at shadows and figuring out viewing functionality, like perspective, right? One person's good at math. One person's good at particle physics, right? And we can put together something that can scrutinize the mainstream. And this is when it finally happened, because we were never able to get together, and because it took everyone to tear that down. It did. As ridiculous as it was of a story, their creation story, it was still hard to break, right? And it took all of us. Thus, I don't know which Thessalonians this is. I guess it's 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that that day of the Lord as cometh as a thief in the night. Yes, it's going to be quick. It is going to be quick. Keep your lamps filled. Keep your lamps filled. Why? I'm not twisting anything. What are you talking about? I'm not twisting anything. I've only said good things about you, Ray of Sunshine. That's not fair. I've only said good things about you. I've never said anything negative about you. I just said that we talk and we go back and forth, which is fine, right? That's what everybody does. That's a good quality. That's nothing bad. I don't know why you consider that to be bad. I think it's okay to have back and forth and disagreement. Yeah, you're one of my very favorite people. If you left, that would really hurt my feelings. It would. It would hurt my feelings a lot. My little spirit. Come on, Ray. Don't go. Ugh. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't say anything bad. I just said that we have disagreements, and we live our lives the exact same way. I don't know why we can't just say, okay, well, basically we agree. It's just all wording and semantics, you know? I mean, that's what I try to like show people in the disagreement, right? Like, you tell me what you do different in your life than I do, right? And if it's different, then I'll apply what you're doing to my life, right? But if we're both living our life the exact same, and it's just the disagreement is just in words, right? Then it doesn't matter, and that's the whole point. It doesn't matter. We're a family. We're part of each other. Oh, Ray, that would break my heart if you didn't type in this chat again. It would just break my heart. Yeah, she's more than my friend, you know? I mean, yeah. It's just, you know, I guess I just can't get behind like teachers to say, okay, well, this person's got all the truth. If you really like somebody, then yeah, that's great. I'll say that, you know, that person's decent or good or whatever, but I just don't think anybody has the whole truth, you know? And I don't think that that's like a bad thing to say, right? I think that, you know, as good of understanding as we can get, it's never going to be, it's never going to be, we're never going to be able to lean on our own understanding, right? We're always going to have to go back to Proverbs with that and get wise counsel and test everything, right? And, you know, I think that the only understanding we can really trust is God's understanding of everything, right? I mean, there's one that has all power, right? Jesus, right? He's got all power. And so he's the word, right? And yeah, there's teachers that have it basically, you know, a good foundation. But just being famous even gets me like, you know, man, I wish she didn't leave, man. Oh, that breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. And I didn't anyway, I didn't even do anything. Oh, when I first started talking, I wasn't even talking about her. I was talking about somebody else. I was talking about another person. Oh my God, I know what's happening. I was talking about somebody else at first. Oh my God. See, that's what happens, man, because I keep everything confidential, right? So now nobody knows who I'm talking about. And then when I'm just venting, they think I'm talking about them. And that's not, oh my God. All right, never mind. Matthew chapter 18, verse 15 through 17. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, and go tell him his fault between thee and him alone, he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. Oh, I wasn't even talking about her at first. Oh, I know what she, oh, it breaks my heart. Can you guys hear me right now? Did I were you able to still hear me? Yeah, I mean it breaks my heart though, because you know, she's been around a long time and I care a lot about her, you know. It's tough, man. It's always tough. But you know, what are you gonna do, I guess? All I can do is I don't know. I gotta find out where she typed in here so I can specifically go back to oh, I hope she didn't delete that. Oh, she deleted the thread. No, don't do that. Why? Okay. I can't get a hold of her right now then. That sucks. Well, anyway. I know it, man. Well, that the thing is, right? There is no like accusation. I highly respect her. Like I couldn't put her on a higher pedestal, right? As far as where I put people in life, right? There isn't a higher spot to put anybody, right? Like there are people on that level, but there are other people on that level, but I couldn't have a higher opinion of her. And so I hope she knows that. But anyway, that's what makes it tough about this kind of thing, you know, is it like I'm just a new guy too, and you know, like I'm just like I'm just a baby in all this too. I'm just learning, right? Proverbs 12:18. There is that speaketh like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. Yeah, I wish somebody could go get her. Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. Oh, very good. I like Ephesians chapter 4. My favorite is Ephesians 4:13. Yeah, it seems that it's common theme now. People are getting offended, going off the rails in this crazy world. Well, yeah, see, that's what it is, guys, right? It's like when I talk to people, right? Like I keep everything confidential, right? I don't break that for anything because it says more about me than the other person, right? You know? And so when I'm talking about someone else, right? Someone might think I'm talking about them, you know? And maybe get it twisted. Yeah, my whole thing with her was just in like we didn't even have a issue. We were just going back and forth, having a I thought nice friendly family not debate, but like discussion that I cherish, you know. Yeah, I mean, I know. Yeah, it'll work out. I just gotta leave it alone. I mean, the whole thing is I'm not gonna say a teacher is good if I don't fully believe in like because I'm responsible for that, right? If I say, hey, go to this teacher, right, and they'll teach you everything. Now I'm responsible for what I just said, you know. I'm careful with what I say on this channel, you know. Like I don't want to steer anyone astray or have anybody get the wrong, because there's always somebody that you're going to disagree with. No matter how good of a teacher or Bible reader they are, they're going to have a different, you know. It's not good. There's like like 5 or 6, of these 50-50 issues that they might have 3 of them that you that you agree with and the other 3 not, or 5 and 1, or whatever. Yeah, and you're a hero today. Outstanding. James chapter 1 verse 19 through 20. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. Oh my God, outstanding. John chapter 3 verse 18. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed the truth. Well, I'll tell you what, I had I was part of this kind of ministry thing, like where a bunch of guys lived together or whatever, and we had like this overseer, right? And like he he made me read the whole book of James, like because I talk a lot, I'm a talker, right? And so he's like, no, you need to read the book of James, man, and close your mouth, But he was right. He was right. Yeah, and you've been very good through this whole thing, and on topic too, And that's what's going to heal everybody is the word of God, that is what, because Jesus is the word, right? He's the healer, right? He's everything. He's the truth, and that's going to heal all wounds, right? Everybody's getting ready for whatever's coming up, and I know everyone's getting antsy. I know I am, because I feel like whatever's going to happen is seconds away. Like that anything can happen today, because that stuff with the truckers, right? That's not a natural thing that normally happens. That's a lot of camaraderie for it not to be a scheduled thing, And so it makes you wonder, right? Is this the door to like the Antichrist, where there's going to be some kind of human savior of the world right now? Or is this something that's going to, bring about martial law? Maybe they're trying it in Canada first to see if they can get away with it. Because they would do that in America, right? But I don't think the government wants to come against us yet because of the Second Amendment. And so I feel like they're trying these things in other countries, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys think that it's organic? Does it feel organic to you? Or does it seem staged? Does it seem organized? I mean, that's the fear of it, right? Is we don't know who's even real anymore. I think my chat's frozen. Are you guys still typing? My chat's frozen. That's not good. I guess, should I come out and come back in again? Is anybody typing? Okay. Yeah, nothing feels organic anymore, right? Yeah, the frustration is real, right? But do you think people would actually go out there and protest? And why is it in Canada only? Why not in America? It seems like they're trying it there first to see what they can get away with. Oh, okay. Thank you, Oswald Soaring. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, right? What feels like, because like there's even like channels on YouTube that I love, right? But I'm like, man, are they real entertainment people that are just, doing a job on YouTube and they get paid by someone else or something like that? Like, are they real people like me on their couch at home just chilling? Like, can I call them at home? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because like I feel like I'm a real person, right? And then like I run into all these like, other truthers or whatever, but like you'll never hear them like apologize for anything or say that they're wrong whenever, you know what I mean? It's like this weird type of human being that has no empathy, And it's hard to find Christian truthers anymore. I mean, it really is. There used to be a lot of them. And now it seems like they're all gone. Yeah, how many protests from the roots were organic or organized? Yeah, it seems like you know, it's got to be funded by somebody, right? Oh yeah, when there's shortages, man, yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, trucking is the vein of the world. Everything you own comes on a truck. That's why gas prices are so important for stock the stock market. Everything comes on a truck. Everything you own. Oh yeah, yes, it's gonna affect the United States, of course. Of course, and if any country is like gonna be in need, right? Then everyone always relies on the United States for humanitarian missions too. It's not just our own defense and our own problems. We reach out and help other countries too. It's a huge burden. I mean, I get it's necessary, right? We want to help people, but I'm just saying it's stress on the military. But yeah, truckers are the real deal, man. They're that's the vein of the world, man. I mean, if you want to really stop the world, man, you stop the trucks, man. I guess you can say close hospitals too, but what do you mean you guys are whack? What do you mean? Clutch. What does that mean? What do you mean you guys are whack? What is that all about? Check out this his other stuff. It's pretty good. Oh, yeah. Chat is moving so fast. Where are you guys at? You guys are somewhere chatting, or is it here? Yeah, it's crazy, man. Oh, you're watching the protest. Well, I mean, if there's normies out there in droves, man, well, we need those middle sheep, like the ones that are like zombified that aren't on the good or bad side. It's all about swinging those people. I mean, if you swing those people, the good way, then good things happen. And you swing them the bad way, then it's the bad things happen. It's whoever leads though that middle pack. Oh, the link clutch dropped. Oh, okay, cool. Just negative all the time. Everything is a scam. Well, I mean, come on, Clutch, man. I mean, what's reality? You want to come up and talk about something else? I mean, it's just reality. I mean, we could talk about other stuff. I'm cool with that. We could talk about I don't know what. There was a football game yesterday. I guess my team lost. If I had a team, it's the 49ers. They lost. But this is just reality, Clutch. Come on, man. Okay, yeah, we manifest what we want with positivity, right? Within our reach, right? Within the 3 feet in front of us, right? Within our families, we are a positive influence on our block, right? Yes, absolutely. And I'm trying to like support other people that do content so we can have kind of a web ring and a variety of different people, different styles of stuff, right? Some cooking stuff, some homesteading type stuff, other channels with testimony, right? Like that's, trying to put that together too. But I want the focus here to be like, hey, look, we could be in reality for a minute and then leave here on a positive note, well, I mean, what do you think reality is, Clutch? What do you think is going on in the world? Do you think it's all legit? You think the world is legit? Like the news is all real and everything is organic, and yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to say everything's a scam, right? But I mean, on some level, I mean, it probably is, you know? That's the sad part, right? Of course, Chris, right? You root for good no matter where it is, right? That's not the whole point, right? The point is, right, is if the story's over and the story's written and everything's going according to the story, well, then you know what to expect. It's only about like it's only about like accepting what's real. Oh no, I know, Clutch. I know. I mean, I was like, there was kind of some of that was rhetorical, you know. But like, yeah, we hope for the best, of course, with everything, right? And in each moment, anything can happen, right? God's in charge of the world, right? And in every moment, anything can happen. There could be heaven on earth at any time, right? I'm just saying the overall story, right, is gonna be the way it's written. I mean, we're talking about the most scrutinized book in history, and it's all coming true. As opposed to if you scrutinize anything in the world, it falls apart. You know, I'm not trying to be whack, man. That's right. Our God is supernatural. Right. He's jealous for us. He wants us. Who who blocked you? Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, you guys were both right. Like on one hand, it doesn't do much, right? But on the other hand, right, if it makes you feel better to be part of a little group or whatever, if there's like some kind of camaraderie and moral feeling of, you feel like you're doing your best, right? There's some like value in that, right? Just like these truckers, right? If there's any real people out there, right? Or if they're all real, it's even better. Then yeah, then good for them, right? Good for them. And so, yeah, there's value in that, right? There's value in that if it's real, right? But I'm always like, no, I get it. Hey, I get it, man. So what do you think of it? What's your opinion? You think this is good, like this is good, like Canadian patriotism? I mean, if that's what you think, then I believe you. I mean, you're the one that can feel it, right? I mean, you should be able to feel if it's legit or not. I haven't watched any of it, so I have no idea. I'm talking out of my neck, man. You know, the story of the guy trapped in the flood. Oh yeah, where they send him a boat, they send him an airplane, and even a log floats by or something like that, and he refuses all that help because he's waiting on God. And then God says, "Well, I sent you all that stuff." Yeah, it's a good point, Coach. Yeah, you can't blame people for questioning it, though. I mean, look at how many events, man, are just like, yeah, I feel like God's revealing stuff to us too. Yeah. I mean, it's important to call out wickedness, right? Sure. I mean, I don't know how much there is that we could do about it, you know? I wish that there was enough people to, whatever. But I'm confident with the story that we have, right? That God's going to take care of us and that it's all going to make sense when we're on the other side, right? And the Holy Spirit makes me feel calm and peaceful no matter what's happening. The only thing that I grieve about, right, that really makes me feel like in a negative mood, right, is that there's real people in pain, you know? And I'll be happy when that's over for them. That's all. Yeah, and we always try our best, right? Of course. You want to talk about UK politics? Yeah. It's it's a crazy world, guys, man. I wish that I could give everybody like just good, perfect news, right? The only thing that I could tell you is we win in the end, right? We're going to this, going to the afterlife, right? I don't think that that sounds like giving up, right? I don't. If I mean, I think that there's something to be said, like we should want God to come back. We should want Jesus to come today. And it's not just for us, right? For our own sake, right? Of course, I want to go, right? But it's really for the sake of the people that are in pain right now, that are suffering somewhere. And not everybody is winning. There's some people that have no toilet. There's some people that have no food. There's some people that are locked up falsely in prison. There's some people that have, wars and riots all the time. Who? I never said that you don't read the Bible. Where are you getting this? I never said anything that, I've never said they were false. I never said they were false. I just said that I don't think anybody is perfect. Where are you getting this from? You know that I have the highest respect for you. Oh, why are you mad? None of that is true, what you just wrote. I never said that. You know I have a tremendous amount of respect for you. Come on now. And you know that I never said you didn't read the Bible. Who said that you don't read it? Well, I think we need to talk. I think you and me need to talk. Email me at goodservant22@gmail and give me your number. We need to talk. Because none of that is true what you just wrote. I think Dean Odo's a good teacher. I don't trust him with everything. I mean, there's always something every day. Feelings get hurt, I guess. But I mean, I never meant anything ill towards you at all, ever. Yeah, I feel nothing but love. Anyway, I hope you do email me at goodservant22@gmail.com because we do need to talk, or Facebook or something, and we need to talk because that's Ray. I mean, Ray, come on. You know I've always had your back. There's not one moment where I didn't have your back. Even stuck up for you to that idiot over there, you know, when no one else was. So come on now. That's all I'm saying. I think we need to talk though. Give me your number, please, or Facebook or something. That's only fair. Alrighty, guys. All things will work out in God's world. They will, because Well, yeah, but so did I, you know? Yeah, and I agree with that. Yeah, I mean that's what it's about, Ray. It's about love, right? Like we have love for each other. Well, we're not allowed to disagree. And I never said any of that stuff that you said up there. I never said they were false teachers. I just said I don't trust everybody. And I mean, you have to understand that getting lied to since we were babies, you know? We've been lied to since we were babies in school by our parents, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, all this bull crap, man. We've been eroded, right? We've had a screen in front of our face our whole lives, right? This is the first generation of humans that had to deal with this crap, you know? The first, 3 generations ago, we didn't have none of this stuff, right? So think about it, you know? I think that having a period of mistrust is understandable. And I'm glad that you are able to trust teachers and that you like them or whatever. That's great. There's teachers I like too, but you know, I don't know because I've seen some real good ones that people are saying they're false ones or whatever, false teachers. So I don't know who's trying to harm me or not. I just read it myself. I know you've read it. I never even said that you didn't. Yeah. I have like a ton of love for you. All right. Well, God bless you guys. I do love you. You guys are a part of me. You know, we're reaching a tough time, right? It's a tough time to be a Christian, right? It's tough for us out there. It's tough for us in here. But you know what? We're going to make it, you know? We're going to make it. And so you know how I feel about each and every one of you, right? All of you. And so I'll say this, right? Praise Jesus for his sacrifice and his grace. Because if it wasn't for what he did, we wouldn't have a chance. All glory goes to God. He deserves it. Please, please pray for the children. You know, until Jesus comes back, you know, there's people out there being victimized. And, you know, I'll see you guys tonight at 5 p.m. I love you guys.